Hey everyone, welcome to the first Lightdash AMA. So the plan with these is that we're going to go through some questions we get from the community commonly. We're going to ask you if you have specific things you want to hear from, whether that's about the Lightdash product, data analytics best practice, DBT, startups, anything you'd like to know that the team can help with. And so the first one we've picked is from Ollie Ramsey at Uplearn. And he says, how much do you use Lightdash internally to report on Lightdash itself? What kind of models do you have? And has this led to any interesting updates? So we dog food Lightdash a lot, so we use it every single day. And quite a few of the quality of life features that get shipped each week come from our own usage of the product. So that happens all the time. A big one is performance. So, sometimes we get a sense for things that maybe feel like they're a bit slower or they could be snappier. Our internal instance is a pretty big one as well. So we intentionally fill it with a lot of content and a lot of tables from DBT to kind of make sure that we're stress testing it. So let me pull it open. And so here's our homepage. I can only go into some of this. But for example, you wanted to know what explores do we have. So we keep ours really tidy. There's a bunch of other tables here, but they're quite small. But in general, we expose like a small amount to the end users. I think this is a really good practice, and Katie is really on it with keeping everything very focused. And so some of our most important ones are these that track kind of information about individual users. This one tracks organizations, and then we actually have a daily roll-up. These are pre-aggregated. They're a bit less flexible to query inside of Lightdash, but it allows us to have like a lot of very bespoke, quite complex metrics that draw from a lot of sources. That would just be a lot of work to keep doing that through the UI. So we do have some pre-joined stuff, whereas organizations and users are more flexible. And the tracks table is really flexible. This is kind of like a huge event stream for everything coming in to Lightdash in terms of what users do. And that's also really good. I mean, that's the most flexible, but kind of takes the most work to get answers. But you can pretty much always go to the tracks table and answer a question that you have, even if the data team is not available to do some modeling. Maybe the last part of that question was, have any features come out of it? So I'm going to open our engineering velocity dashboard. So this is something that's very important to the team. We're really proud of the speed at which we ship. And we keep a close eye on this. And so all the engineers, try to get one release each per day. I think it looks like we're doing pretty well here. And I remember one feature that came from this dashboard, not only performance, but was actually around these comparisons. And a few users had also said they really wanted it. And I think this was the first time we saw a place where, we wanted this number to go down, and that's green. I think originally the first version of this was that as long as the number was going up, that was good news. But here we want our average cycle time down. This is the hours between when a PR is opened and when it's merged. So we want that to be basically as small as possible. And so that's just one example of a quality of life feature that came out. But yes, we love to dog food the product. The developer experience is something that we feel every day, while we're working with DBT and with Lightdash. And so a lot of the inspiration we get for what would make data people's life easier, again, comes from the team. So yeah, great question. I'm going to go through the thread and pick a couple more. Keep them coming in.